My 29 female boyfriend, 35 male, yelled at me for wearing pajamas. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 2 years, and in the beginning of our relationship, he has gotten angry at me for wearing pajamas/loungewear around the house. He says it feels like I'm not putting in any effort for him, but I've told him I value comfort and practicality, and I also don't want to dirty my nicer clothes if I'm staying home all day. We still don't see eye to eye on this, but I've tried to compromise by wearing what makes me comfortable at home and dressing sexier when we go out together or when we're intimate. For the most part, this has worked, but there was an issue several weeks ago where he came home while I was half asleep, saw that I was wearing a tank top that had a stain on it, and woke me up to yell at me about how disgusting and disrespectful this was. To clarify, this tank top was completely clean. It had been washed several times, but the stain just won't come out. I can't bring myself to throw away lightly stained or ripped clothes because it feels wasteful, and I tried to repurpose them as pajamas. Today, I came home a little after 9 p.m. I said hello to him, told him I'd join him in a second, and went to change into pajamas. He asked if I could stay wearing my regular clothes, and I told him I'd prefer not to, explaining that I was tired, uncomfortable, and in pain from period cramps, and continued changing. This angered him, and he said that it was disrespectful to wear my pajamas after he specifically asked me not to. He said that it was unfair that I wore cute clothes in front of everyone else all day and to just wear grimy clothes in front of him, especially after he was kind enough to give me a ride to work and pick up something from the store for me. He also argued that my outfit didn't look that uncomfortable. I tried to point out that the pajamas I changed into are clean, and it was hurtful to hear that he thinks I'm grimy and disgusting when I'm just wearing normal house clothes. I also tried to tell him that even if my clothes didn't look that uncomfortable, I was. And again, I'm in pain from period cramps. I didn't even bother trying to explain that the only reason I was dressed semi-nicely is because he's yelled at me and made me feel bad in the past for wearing comfortable clothing like leggings and hoodies. He just continued yelling, so I shut him down and went to bed. I just don't like feeling like I owe someone something pretty to look at, and that me looking attractive to him is more important than my physical comfort. This has been a point of contention multiple times in our relationship, where he has pressured me to wear high heels or revealing clothing that I'm not comfortable with because it's what he likes. I also feel like he might be punishing me because I went out for dinner with a friend, another woman, and while out, a man approached us and tried to hit on both of us. I have compromised a lot on this issue, but how can I tell him my comfort in my own home is not something I'm willing to compromise? ETA. I know everyone says this, but wow, I did not expect this to blow up. I'm trying to read everything and respond, but it's a bit overwhelming. So I want to thank everyone who gave advice and expressed their concerns. I also want to thank everyone who offered DV help resources, especially the book, Why Does He Do That? It's been eye-opening. He and I talked about what happened, and he said that he was really angry about something that happened at work and was expecting adult time when I got home. So he was disappointed that I immediately got ready for bed. I'm honestly more upset to learn that he was taking his anger and frustration about something completely unrelated out on me, but I figured I should update y'all with his response. Also, he said he wasn't mad about the man hitting on me, but that I lied to the guy instead of just saying I wasn't interested. I told him my friend and I were on a date. As for moving forward, the friend I mentioned above has offered to help me make an exit strategy. I've been going back and forth on this for months now, but I think I can no longer deny that I need to get out. It's going to take a bit of time while we look for a place and save up, but in that time, I'm going to use the resources that everyone has given me to ensure my safety. Lastly, a few people mentioned the post I made in AIO last year and asked what happened there, and it was honestly kind of crazy. We made a huge fight about this girl, and he did end up putting more distance between them. After that, she started chasing after his brother, and she's still engaged with no plans of breaking it off. He finally admitted that it's possible she was subtly flirting with him, and when she realized he was never going to date her, she started to chase after his brother instead. That, in my opinion, is more disgusting and grimy than a stained tank top. TLDR. I got home after 9 p.m., went to change into my pajamas, and my boyfriend yelled at me because he said it was disrespectful towards him to wear cute clothes out of the house all day and then change into grimy clothes when I'm with him. Comment 1. 2 years of this poo-poo. Aren't you exhausted? Comment 2. Didn't even have to finish half of the first paragraph to know the rest of the story. He wants to control you. He doesn't love you, only what you can give him. He is not going to get better as the relationship progresses, only more abusive. Comment 3. Please break up with him before it gets any worse. Comment 4. You're probably going to calm down and be gaslit into thinking that you are over-exaggerating, feeling upset, but I promise you, you are not. Get out of this relationship. You are wasting your time with a controlling donkey, and it will just get way worse over time. Comment 5. Hey girl, you should leave. I may be single, but every man I've dated loves snuggling up in sweatpants and t-shirts on the couch on nights in. This is insane behavior. Comment 6. Why are you with someone who yells at you and punishes you for someone else's actions which are outside of your control? Why isn't your post about how angry you are and maybe logistics around leaving? Clothes aren't the problem, but I'm curious where he got this idea about dressing up at home. What does he wear at home, including after 9 p.m. and when he doesn't feel well? Comment 7. He thinks he can control you and he feels disrespected that you're trying to stand up for yourself. And he gets angry when he feels disrespected and yells at you. This is not a healthy relationship. This is abusive and controlling. Waking you up to yell at you is pretty extra. Comment 8. Hey, so this is abusive behavior that he has no intention of changing and I'm concerned will actually escalate. Story 2. Am I the donkey for making my sister's gender reveal cake gray because she wouldn't tell me the gender? I, 22 male, bake as a hobby, and I'm actually pretty good at it. Like, I get paid under the table for weddings and baby showers kind of good. My sister is pregnant and wanted me to make the cake for her gender reveal. Cool, no problem. I asked her to send me the info so I could prep the inside classic pink or blue filling. She says, oh no, I want to be surprised too. Just make it neutral for the reveal and we'll all find out together. I was like, huh? So you want a gender reveal cake with no gender revealed? She says she'll have someone email the info to me later. That someone never did. Deadline comes and I still have no gender. So I make the cake, it's gray inside. Gray outside. Just full on cement vibes. I even added little fondant clouds for effect. It still tasted great, but visually, super grim. The reveal day comes, they cut into it, and my sister looks mad. Her husband is confused. People start murmuring, and then she pulls me aside like, why would you make it gray? That's so passive-aggressive. Calmly reminded her that no one told me the gender. I literally had no data to work with. I told her I wasn't about to guess or go full improv on someone's baby cake. Now my mom says I embarrassed her in front of the family and that I should have tried harder. Tried harder to do what? Summon the gender through vibes? So, am I the donkey for making the most neutral reveal cake in history? Edit. I actually did follow up, asked her a couple days before the reveal if the info had been sent, and she said something like, yeah, someone's taking care of it. I figured it was handled. I didn't want to pester her since she seemed chill about it at the time. Comment 1. Why couldn't you have made it yellow and baby themed or something? It seems pretty vindictive to make the cake a grim cement vibes for an important event where you'd be serving many people besides your airheaded sister. I understand you were frustrated, but hey, that's all anyone is going to remember from that event now, which was kinda, you are the donkey. Comment 2. Yeah, just make a cake with the theme. Baby, vanilla, chocolate, yellow, red velvet, green, purple, elephants, giraffes, balloons, toys, building blocks, a baby's face. Literally, the possibilities are endless. There was literally no reason to take a passive-aggressive jab at your sister on her big day. So what? There was some confusion about whether they wanted the cake to be pink or blue. This is such a massive overreaction to a perceived slight. Grow up. Comment 3. Everyone's the donkey. Your sister shouldn't be asking for a genderless gender reveal cake. Make it neutral and we'll find out together. Like, what's the point of the cake then? Why not just ask you to make a cake that tastes good and is cute/appropriate for a baby shower? Your sister should have made sure you had the info you needed. You, on the other hand, yes, making it all gray was a donkey move. People who choose not to find out the gender ahead of time are typically called Team Green. Green would have been a better color if you didn't know the gender. Yellow is neutral too, so is white. Even orange or red would have been better than gray. You did go full improv on someone else's baby cake, and you intentionally made the cake something you know she wouldn't like. You also could have followed up with your sister to remind her that you didn't have the info you needed, and to run your neutral plan by her first. Not doing those things makes it look like you just wanted to make her mad or embarrass her. If you didn't want to make the cake because she's not entitled to a cake from you, then you should have just said so. I've read in the comments that OP that he actually did contact her a couple days before the baby shower, before he made the cake, telling her he never got the info for the gender, and she still kind of brushed him off. Comment 4. You are the donkey. This was passive aggressive. Tell your sister you never got the gender info so you can't make the cake, or make a cute cake. Surely you know that gray is not the only option for gender neutral colors. And make sure your sister knows she'll need another option for the actual gender reveal. There are many ways for you to have gone about this, and you chose the donkey option. I think everyone is the donkey. The sister should have made sure the brother got the gender info, and the brother, if he didn't get the info, could have at least made a prettier gender neutral cake. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye!